should India bring back Indian gold from the Bank of England, seeing the current anti-India narrative in England? I think the figure is as huge as 300 tons. Might be a wrong figure. This is an interesting question by Tejas. So, as from what I last remember reading, India has more than 400 or more than 450 tons of gold that is stored in two banks in the West. One is the Bank of England. The other one is, I don't remember the name of the bank. It's a bank in Switzerland. So there are two banks in which India has stored large quantities of gold. The total amount is most likely more than 450 tons of gold, and we see it as securely stashed away over there. And I think we must be earning some interest on it. But like Tejas says, is it a good idea to bring all that gold back, to repatriate all the gold from the West? Because as we know, if your treasure, if your assets are in somebody else's hands, it's very likely that in the case the situation changes or the relationship between the two sides deteriorates, they may confiscate your property because it's lying in their custody. It is likely, it is possible that such a thing may happen. I mean, recently they have confiscated lots of Russian assets in the last couple of weeks. In the past, they even confiscated the assets of other countries. I don't remember which South American or Central American country it was, but even that was done. So if your valuable assets are in the custody of another country, it is always a possibility that if things go wrong, then they will confiscate it and you will be left with nothing. So I think it may not be a bad idea at all for India to repatriate its gold from the Bank of England and that other bank, which is in Switzerland. I mean, we have a large country, a vast country, a subcontinent sized country. I am sure we can uh, store this gold in various locations across the country securely. I'm sure we can do it. We may not be, if we do that, if we repatriate the gold, we will no longer be able to accrue some interest on it, but that's okay. It is better to have what belongs to you back in your country than gamble on getting a little bit of interest, and you may end up losing everything. So I think it may not be a bad idea for India to, in the coming days, repatriate all of its gold back to India.